Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for joining us on News. So, can you tell us what exactly does HAFRA look at in its regulatory roles?
Okay. In HAFRA, well, we look when we search a facility or when we are granting a license to a facility, we look at three important things. Like we look for they have the right equipment, they have the right infrastructure, and they have the right personnel in place. So those are the three major things in broad categories. That's what we look for.
So how are these individuals or practitioners able to evade all the checks and regulatory procedures?
Okay, thank you. The function of regulating individual practitioners is the focus of the Medical and Dental Council. And that is why Dr. Banyu Bala's team is taking the lead on that. However, when we become aware of a quack doctor or someone who's providing services and does not have the requisite qualification or equipment to do that, to provide that service, and also make immediate arrest and then let MDC become aware.
So what should a patient look out for when he or she goes to a health facility to ensure that he or she is not being attended to by a fake doctor? And let's take this scenario. A patient will only go to the hospital when he or she is not feeling well. So how does she or he get to know that the person attending to her is not a fake doctor?
Very good question. And it's a difficult thing because they have sophisticated way of evading arrest or evading detection. So all of us have to be vigilant. So one of is that when you go to a facility, look for the HAFRA licenses there, because often we will get those who are there. But of course, they won't tell us the fact one. I hope you understand. They won't conceal that or not disclose that. So, but at least that is the first one, because if they don't have the right personnel, we will not grant them the license. I doubt most of these facilities have the right, have HAFRA license, but we look to it. The second is that if you are a client or a patient, when you visit the facility, look and be sure that the person has his or her Medical and Dental Council license also displayed. If they are licensed by these two bodies, usually those people will display their licenses for the public to see.
So, Doc, you've expressed concern about the situation where police makes arrests of persons operating illegal health facilities. They hand them over for prosecution, and later on, hello, Doc. Doc, can you hear me? Hello, Doc. Doc, can you hear me? Well, we've been speaking to the Registrar of HAFRA, Dr. Philip Bano, about these quack doctors. Unfortunately, I think he has a problem with the phone line. We'll try to get him back so that he answers the last question that we have for him. But then we'll move on to another story, and in protest of the manner in which the SIM card re-registration exercise is being undertaken, a group of 14 Ghanaians is urging the public not to make mobile phone calls on Tuesday, February 8, 2022. A statement by the group says the No Calls Day boycott on 8th February will be the first in a series of national boycotts to protest the current inhumane process of re-registration of SIM cards. So before we take that particular story, Dr. Philip Bano is on the line. Doc, thank you very much for joining us once again on News Hour.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Doc, I was asking, my final question was, you expressed concern about this situation whereby the police make arrest of these quack doctors, they hand them over for prosecution, and then the next moment you see them walking scot-free.
Yeah,
how long has this been happening?
How long has this been happening?
Exactly. And how is it impeding your attempt to curb activities on these fraudsters or miscreants?
Hi, okay, that's tough. We have been arresting, over the last 2 years, we have arrested not less than 14 of these providers. And Medical and Dental Council has arrested as many, if not more. What needs to happen is that we are regulatory bodies. We don't have the power to prosecute. So, get the police now, the cases that have been involved. I know the CID has done their work, but yet the cases are not involved, and that is something we have beyond me. And that is the part that must happen for the deterrence to occur. It's not happening. I mean, I don't know everything that they require, but if we arrest a provider and both medical and dental council, which issues professional license, and HAFRA, which issues institutional license, if both bodies are saying this provider doesn't have the license, I don't know what further evidence you need. My cases are there 2, 3, 4 years. So we'll keep arresting, but others have not happened.
So how is this impeding the attempt, your attempt, that is HAFRA's attempt to curb activities of these fake doctors?
You see, what we have is a deterrence factor.
Yeah.
If you don't do the right thing, NDC or HAFRA or a regulatory body could detect arrest. That is happening. But nothing happens to the person because they are arrested and sometimes the same day they are released because they can bail out. So their friends see that nothing happening. I don't know what to say. That is what is going on.
So that means we keep on having a lot more fake doctors operating health facilities because of this?
Oh, I don't think so. I think some people don't want the bad publicity.
Okay.
So for them, it is deterrent effect enough. But some are recalcitrant. And it will take a more concerted effort and show a resolve to deal with them.